Look at this thing. Got a date with a snag. Always get a little bit of butterflies, even though I totally know what to expect. Very tall. Got Caitlin today. We're not rushing around in a big hurry because we're showing up with battery stuff. So if the neighbors hear a drill or whatever it sounds like, a battery saw, it doesn't sound like anything that they want to call the cops about. And if you're just tuning in, fire season means you can't run gas-powered saws in this dry, crispy stuff. And so we run these battery saws and kind of no one knows you're there. And it's pretty nice, although you get the disadvantage of not having a gas saw. But these Milwaukee saws are pretty powerful, and you'll see what that looks like. Because this is a formidable snag here, and we're going to accomplish all of it with battery saws. Right, Caitlin?
Yep.
I'm going to start out with this 5.0 just because it's very, very light. And if I kill the battery on it, cutting through the limbs, then I'll switch to an 8.0. Can you make sure this check he gave us goes somewhere really, really safe? Because it'll turn to some kind of wet confetti in my pocket. Yeah, I might be silly going up there with this little 5.0 battery. I just thought, well, I'm only cutting limbs. Maybe the 5.0 will get me through it. But if not, I got my handy dandy daughter down here to put on a bigger battery. Don't get too high without checking stuff. Looking good. Caitlin and I were up real early today, out on the track. Ooh, torquey. Boy, I can feel the sun. It's starting to show its future self. One thing interesting about the Milwaukee is there's no on switch. It's always on. If you reach for it, it's ready to go. The Husky, you gotta turn it on. The Steel, you gotta turn it on. The Steel, not only do you gotta turn it on, but you have to use it moments after you turn it on, or it turns off. Those Germans, boy, they're very careful or something. Or paranoid, I don't know which. But everybody knows Milwaukee is made in Wisconsin. And those guys are descended from the Vikings. I don't know where Milwaukee's made. I only know I got just about everything they made. A lot of batteries. I need a whole room for the Milwaukee stuff. Ooh, that pine smells good. He's going to doctor's appointment. We've been here before. He likes us a lot. He's really cool. He's a German. Got the accent and everything. He's frugal. He doesn't. He's a Ryobi German. That's what he likes. Dang it, I forgot to check my altitude before I went up. Oh, my eyes aren't good enough to see it. Everybody's always asking me, how tall was it? Like that really matters. I'm always like, I don't know. It was tall. But I got this little altitude thing on my phone, on my watch. Let me touch it. Right now it says 1,170 feet. It's a tall tree.
There's one on the back side. I don't know if you wanna.
The one that got away, huh? Ooh, don't shake it around too much. On the top to come busting out of it. Not much to it, YouTube audience. Just flip lining up here, cutting things off, staying tied in the whole time. Technically, I should be tied in twice.
That's
I'll
what
do
I was
that.
Gonna say. I was gonna ask if you.
I'll do that. I mean, I would, if I was having you do it, I would insist.
I was just thinking, if you cut your flip line, you're dead.
Yeah.
And you're cutting
I'd probably
pretty
live.
close to it.
I've survived 40 feet once already, but there is a stump there.
Yeah.
Get out! Get out! Thank you. Good limb. That'll do, limb. Yeah, that time I did fall to 40 feet. Whew! I was paranoid after that. After I got back from the trees. That was pretty gimpy for about 10 years. And I went from 1 tie-in to 3. I was paranoid. Then eventually I got enough confidence to go back to 2. And then, as you can see, I got overconfident enough to be down to 1 again. But my beloved daughter is being my keeper. There is a steel core in this flip line, so it's not as easy to cut as just rope. When I fell, I just cut through rope. It was so easy I didn't even know I did it. Oh, speaking of rope,
we need to clear that.
not yet. For those who think this is unnecessary, there's a power line over there that you can't see. There's one there. I don't know if you can see that. And then there's... We're trying not to booger up his trees, the ones that will remain. You know what I mean? A little slower to have two things around the tree because you have to advance two things. But you're not complaining about slow when you're well, let me put it this way. You're wishing you could go slow when you're all laid up. I know, because I was just laid up for a while. 8 days in bed. My leg up. Laid up with my leg up, and it was so depressing. It really was. I was just being a baby about it. Because I was like, no fair. Because being a little older, I hurt myself doing nothing. Right? You know, like the guy that throws his back out sneezing or something. I hurt my knee. Trying to figure out where to send this thing. It's thick. So far I don't have an easy answer yet, so go a little higher. Yeah, I remember, like, I hurt my knee a little bit and I was limping. And I thought, this is so lame. I was like complaining about that. And then, in the process of trying to do my own personal physical therapy on the knee, I hurt it worse, and then it became totally junk. So that made me feel extra afflicted because I was trying to do the right thing. You know, got really whiny. And I remember thinking that I had to go get a prescription, and I was like crutching. I could not walk. And I was crutching across the parking lot. I saw this little lady zoom by me. Like old, super old. with a walker, but she was walking on her back legs. And I was like, no fair, that looks awesome. I was jealous of little granny ladies. And I remember back to when I was complaining about limping. And I was like, I wish I could limp.
Did you see one of your branches hit the other tree?
Yeah. Is it still there?
Yep.
Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll do something about it. I actually don't see it. Oh, wait, yeah, I do. It's down there, about the second row down on that tree.
Yeah.
I think I'll try it here. Maybe I'll go just a little higher. You are within range.
I know, I know.
If I sling
After
one.
That,
Yeah, you might want to. Let's just check this watch. I don't know how accurate it is. I mean, it's made for sort of giving you the elevation, a general elevation. 1,170. See? We know it doesn't do good enough for this kind of work. Maybe I can knock that out of there with this one, huh? Oh!
no.
Oh! Almost. Well, the little 5.0 is totally getting it, huh?
Mm-hmm.
But can I get through the wood for a face cut with it? This one might knock it loose.
You gonna try and fall out right next to that little fir tree?
What?
Are you trying to fall it right next to that little fir tree?
I think the battery's hot. So this is kind of a weak battery for this. Right there. No. Alright. I knew I was taking chances when I brought this tiny battery. Go get me one of those 8s.
You want 8?
Okay?
An 8?
Yeah. 8.0.
Where does it say? It just says M18 on it.
It'll say 8.0 on the side of it. So now, your mission, should you choose to accept it, is to tie that on there in a way that it gets here. You could either get all fancy with half hitches, or you could pull all the rope out of the bag and then put it in the bag and tie the bag on.
Your rope bag on?
Up to you.
Well, I was able to tie your phone on that one time.
Yeah. This is kind of like tying on a stubby brick. I haven't showed you all the knots yet. Maybe we'll show you a knot or two today for the video.
Okay.
And then the audience who don't know can learn it with you.
All right, Tom.
Another way is to girth hitch a sling onto it, you know?
Yeah.
And then tie the sling to the rope. Don't be under it in case it says you failed the knot lesson. I can tell by how many curls I just did that I'm a ways up.
That you're what?
That I'm a little ways up, further than my watch thinks. All right, now to untie Charlotte's web. Well, that wasn't too hard. This could be you, Caitlin. All right, I think it's got limb weight the way I want, even though the stem sits back over me a little bit. You might want to, yeah, just in case that there's some kind of shrapnel, eye poke, shin getter. Well, that was cool. Wasn't it cool?
Yeah.
That was right over the other one with no harm to it. And I think we got our hanger out, didn't we?
Let me see. Nope.
Still there, huh? You could have at least said yes for the video.
Yep, he got it.
You got it, man.
Yep, he got it. A+ job. First try.
I think after this log, we'll pull it over. .14" bar is a little short. See, I'd be through that face cut if I had a 200T. But everybody would know about it. In other words, the whole neighborhood. Kind of a pain with the battery doing chunk work. Still doable. Pretty nice face cut, if I do say so.
The sun's going away a little bit.
Huh?
The
Sun's going away?
It was.
I want it land flat, so I think I need a little snipe here. Not too big a one, just the right amount.
Nice.
should have made that
good.
snipe just a little more. Pretty good though. B minus.
E minus.
B minus. You sure there's a hanger in there?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, I see it. I see it. I didn't bring my cambium saver. I'm gonna improvise a sling.
His yard is really nice. He's filled all the holes with dirt.
Improvised cambium saver. As my climb line goes through these, it sucks those two together and chokes. So my weight keeps this tight. And then of course if I took my weight off of it and started walking up another tree or something, this would go slack. It couldn't really go down very well because it's these little stubs. I like to turn this around so I can see the gates. Like so, before you go willy-nilly off of it. And this is how I'll get this hanger out of here. I don't know how particular I need to be, but I'll get that one too, and that one. Oh, Caitlin, before I get too carried away, I need that rigging rope because we're gonna pull this. This thing leans back toward the power lines. We're gonna pull it through there. So I need to tie on the rigging rope right about here.
We're pulling it with the van.
What?
We're pulling it with the van?
Yeah, we'll pull it with the van. That's why I put it in position over there before I got out of it. You having fun yet?
Yeah.
According to the schedule we wrote last night, we were going to be out of here by 10.
What time is it?
9:58.
Ooh.
But we are a half hour behind schedule because of other stuff. Namely,
I can't
me
hear
staying
my
up
headset,
late.
but I can
Say what?
I couldn't hear you in my headset, except I could still hear you from above. But
Can't hear me in the headset?
sometimes. Most of the time I can.
How about now?
Yeah, now I can. Okay, it's on.
Yeah, stayed up late. Didn't like the alarm when it happened. Went ahead and got up, but like 13 minutes after it went off, and then I was unwilling. I was like a kid that was like, I don't want to go to school. This is a running bowling. You can't see from there, Kaylin, but these guys can see. I put the line around the tree. I've got my little rabbit. So I'm going to bring the rabbit over like this, and now he's captured this tree. And now this is the tree he's concerned with going around and stuff. So he's captured that. You'll see why in a minute. Then you just lay it like that, and then you turn a hole. He's already out of the hole. And then he goes around and back through. And then you just cinch it up like so. And now we're ready to pull that tree down. Let's see. Gotta get rid of this. It represents my lapse in judgment. Get out of here. Thank you.
There we go.
That'll do, Lem. Ooh, that trunk's looking kind of beefy for battery pulling.
Battery pulling?
Yeah, I gotta cut the stump cut with the battery saw. This would be a good test for Milwaukee. There's no hot exhaust right now, so I can set this down right here. No hot exhaust. Yeah, but on the news I saw where they blew up and killed an entire country. Well, I haven't actually seen that happen. I have so many batteries.
Do you need your climb line down?
Yeah, be careful that improvised cambium saver doesn't fall on your head or mine. You want to be looking up when it comes out. And you want your face shield down. And I could have caught it, but I didn't. Because I have a brain, and those metal carabiners can spank a knuckle pretty good. Alright, you put that away. I'll run the line out for the van. 4-wheel drive, 1-ton winch. I had some rude armchair quarterbacks talking about my minivan. Yeah, and how I wasn't a real tree man because I show up with a battery and a minivan. Yeah, I don't know, somebody that doesn't do anything. Anyway, I'm like, hey, this is a 1-ton 4-wheel drive with a winch, buddy. And yeah, these batteries are kind of lame, but they'll also get her done. I do what I do. I don't worry too much about what people with inferiority complexes have to say. Try doing that with your minivan. Or that. Always a decent idea to start your minivan when you're going to be taxing the battery. Set the e-brake and maybe even put a transfer case in 4 low. That way it just feels like it'd be even harder to make it. It'd be like old number 7, not wanting to go. Dad, what's old number 7? It's a donkey on this show called Grizzly Adams. Way back in the day, Dan Haggerty, this old trapper guy. This old trapper guy that shows old Dan Haggerty how to get stuff done. Has a donkey that won't cooperate all the time. Time to apply some tension. Don't let the cable run through your hand. You'll be sorry. Like this. But I happen to know there's no jaggers. Alright, so I do that before I put the face cut in because it leans back. kind of like safety redundancy. See this cut right here on this tree tipped over, fell across the neighbors. And old Mr. Vandertoe and his Ryobi, they cleaned up all the mess, but they found some metal in there. Look, he even cut the roots. He had big plans for that stump, but he got into some metal and Ryobi said no thanks. All right, now YouTube audience, we're gonna switch to the 2-handle Milwaukee with the dual batteries. It's kind of heavy, but it's got a little more power for this bigger cut because I'm gonna have to double cut it. That bar ain't gonna make it through. All just to show you that it can be done. This is where black widows thrive, in places like this. I don't know what it is with black widows, and they like man-made warehouses, and they're like ghetto bugs. They like sketchy places. You don't ever see them out in the woods.
No, it's even pretty clean in there. They're probably like dry places.
Well, Caitlin, when I get this thing ready to launch, I'll give you the winch control. We'll talk about it in a minute. One thing you could be doing is clearing the base of the tree for me so that it's easier to work near the base. Cut it a little high so that I don't have to deal with the flare. Man, I got no problem with that kind of power. I approve. See, it's even got sights on it. Pretty good power. You probably won't have to do anything because I'm gonna have quite a bit on it. I'm basically making an artificial lean by pulling on it so hard. But if I tell you, come over here.
Pulling it in more, okay.
You're gonna push down right here. Watch this, how this tightens up. Go ahead, you do it.
Okay.
Just only give it a little bit. You see it move?
Yeah.
Go ahead and give it a little more. Okay. So if I need to, that's the direction.
Okay.
If you go this direction, what happens?
It's gonna loosen it more and not
Yeah.
really go that way.
Yeah, we wouldn't like that. Tight enough for now. I'll tell you when I want something. And I'm not being like Mr. Cool. I actually don't know when I'm gonna want something. I probably will. I can still see it leaning back. Bumpy. So there you have it. The Milwaukee Fuel brushless with XC8 8.0s, M18 red lithium forge, all that stuff. I don't know what it means, but it has the power to do what you need to do. So Did you see that? We had all the tension that we had on it was tension that I put on it before I made the back cut. It was just sprung. That's what I mean by an artificial lean. It's like it had
weight.
Force. There's energy loading it for a certain outcome. And that outcome being this.
Okay.
Let me show you this knot. First of all, the running bowline. If I wanted to lasso this tree, I put the rope around it. Then I put the tail around that one. So now I've just captured this. And the knot happens over here.
Okay.
So I'm gonna lay it on top and come through like this and make this loop.
Okay.
The way they teach in school is they teach you to make the loop, and then they teach you about the rabbit coming out of the hole and around the tree and through the hole like this. See?
Yeah.
The way I teach it, or the way I do it, is I have the rabbit make the hole. He kind of bends this.
Okay.
We don't do it like that and then run through it. We just run through it. We like, we're born there. We're born out of there. Just like magic. You lay this like that, and then you bend it all in one motion. And then you go around the tree like this.
Okay.
So that's the running bowline. You want to try it?
Yeah. Okay, so
So remember,
it's
yes,
like this.
exactly.
It's
That's
like
right.
this. And then
No, you're gonna go over. Yeah. Yep.
and then it's like that, and then I go around the tree and down through.
Yeah.
I'm behind all of it, or do I go
Just
like
like that. That's a running bowline. You're done. Well, you gotta dress the knot.
Okay.
So it needs to look like this when you're done.
Okay.
And then untying the bowline is a thing you do by, you find this and you bend it, and that's how you get your slack.
Okay. Find this and I bend it like that.
Yeah. Yeah, you bend this part. This part's usually real tight. And you're like, let's see, how can I get this loose? And you go, bend. And then as soon as you do, you can see that this, just follow it, see? So what you're tying is a running bowline. It's
For what you did.
the second bowline I should have showed you. I should have showed you the first one first, but that's okay.
Okay. Okay. Well. You go like that.
Yeah.
And then you go
Over. Yep. Yep.
like this.
Like a natural.
You
Nope. Don't. Yeah.
Okay. Wait. You go around.
Nope. Yep. Yep. But you want like 12, 13 inches of tail at least.
Okay.
And then when you dress the knot, you pull the tail tight and you fiddle with it a little bit until it looks like this.
Okay. And then I go like pull that and then just go like that.
Yep. Nope. I don't know why you want to go over the top after you.
Under. Then.
Think of it like this. You did it perfect, but let me show you how a way that you might remember it better. Is once you've captured that, you go over the first time.
Mm-hmm.
Now that you're through, you're gonna go under.
Okay.
Yep. Yep. That's good. That's good. That's exactly perfect. And then you'd suck the rope.
You can just.
Now you'd pull this end. Pull it. Pull this.
There's.
See?
Yeah.
It's basically a slip knot now.
Okay.
So now that we have that, let's go back to that thing where you were tying on the battery. Hold the battery. I don't know what you tied.
I could show you.
Nah, don't show me. But one thing that you can do is you can make an eye like this.
Mm-hmm.
You just make an eye, and then you lay it like that, and then there's your girth hitch.
Okay.
And then you put the battery in it, and up it goes. It's a little simpler. When I get it, I just go like that, and the knot comes out.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So go ahead.
Okay. So you go like this,
Mm-hmm.
and then you go like this.
Dang, you good. Here, put that in there.
Okay.
Then you gotta dress the knot well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Shazam.
I'll do
Oh, you
that.
got magic hands. You're like some kind of artist. All right, let's get out of here.
Sounds good.